Okay, so today we're going to try Tuno, which, no bones about it, is a plant-based seafood alternative that's good for the world. So I'm going to try some of this by itself, but this is unflavored, and then I'm going to try making it not crap. Bit hard to do. Only one hand. Ooh. Ooh. I'm just gonna give it a quick smell. That does not smell like tuna. Interesting. Alright. Okay. Now we've got everything ready, let's give it a go. Well, so my plan is try it, see what I think, strain it, place it into this bowl, add various additives, and then see if after all that it will taste nice with a little bit of cheese on a toast, which is what I would normally have tuna for in the morning. So there is a gelatinous sort of interesting little blobby stuff on top. Let's get down to the actual meat. It smells a lot like chickpeas, but wrong. Probably just because I haven't smelt something like this before, but let's give it a go. Oh, that's not good. That's now. Oh. Ugh. Oh. See, here's the thing. I don't mind a veggie burger, a veggie patty that's just like, I am vegetables. And I am fascinated with, like, the concept of fake meats and manufactured meats. Well, manufactured... Well, I like manufactured meats too. Who doesn't like a good chorizo? But, like, this kind of thing. Because I'm always interested to see how close they can get. This is not, in my opinion, not great at all. It doesn't taste like tuna, and it doesn't taste as good as vegetables do. Like, if I was to want to have something like this, I would get, I don't know, radishes or something, maybe a bit of seaweed to add some seaness to it. And I'd have that instead of something that's pretending to be fish, but it isn't. So it's textured soy protein, spring water, vegan fish flavor, which is yeast extract, maltodextrin, natural flavors and thickener. Interestingly, I would have thought you put seaweed in that. I mean, seaweed is vegan. Wait. I don't think seaweed are plants though. Or maybe kelp isn't plants. I think kelp is algae. Look it up. Thickener, oil, sea salt. Oh yeah, seaweed powder, there it is. Then potassium chloride. Interestingly enough, no chickpea in it, whereas... I hate myself for doing this again. I mean, no, it's just not good. Some like soy sauce flavored hard tofu. That'd be nice. I was about to say some dashi, but that kind of defeats the purpose. Alright, so we're going to drain away all of this gunk. I'm going to get some more spoons, so I'm not just reusing them, because I'm going to pretend that I actually do that sort of thing here on the channel. Alright. Well, I thought I was going to get rid of all of the liquid, but it's oh no, it's dripping now. That's what it looks like inside there. Yeah. So I'm gonna upend that, I suppose, into this container because I might as well. Let's go get some spoons. Okay. Things that I think makes tuna tasty. Tomato. So, now, I could make a couple experiments here and see what works, or I could just go all in, add everything into it, and keep adding things until it tastes good. And if I never get there, I'm going to eat it anyway, because some poor textured soy protein died to make this meal, and I'm going to respect it. So we've got sun-dried tomato pesto, ewe's eggs. Oh, weird to call it ewe's milk instead of just sheep cheese. I mean, definitely not ram milk, but garlic. So we got some Mexico salsa verde from Coles, Mexico. Maybe a little bit more. This is just to bulk things out a little bit. This is Handsome Devils Co. Quality hot sauce verde. Reasonably spicy, not super spicy, not blow out your other end spicy, but it's very good. And the general rule is, if something's tasting a bit weird, add enough spice that, you know. We have chipotles in adobo sauce. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce them. You can get them from Coles. It's in a can. I think it was like 3 health stars, so there's a fair bit of sugar in the sauce. What I've done is I've taken it all out of the can, I've chopped it up finely so it can be added to things, otherwise you get whole chipotles. All of the seeds are still in. This is quite spicy, but it is very good. If you're trying to make Mexican and you're like, it just never tastes right, add some of this and you're like, hot diggity dang, I'm there. It's like all the expensive Mexican restaurants. This is their secret. A nice heaping pile of that. What I'll do now is I'll stir it up and we'll see whether this is acceptable. If not, I'll go get some sriracha until I cannot taste it, but the texture's still there, so we'll see. Ooh, there's quite the oil slick from the pesto. Okay, look, it currently looks like a bowl of sick, but let's see if it's any good. Oh yeah, that's great. So if you buy yourself some Tuno. Now, I just got a phone call, so I did some of this whilst on the phone. I've gone and slightly toasted some bread, added some cheese, and now I am toasting it on a lovely toaster. Although this is a few issues. I didn't realise the thing's in on an angle, so one of them's going to be more toasted than the others. We should be alright. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, this is a really shitty tripod. We'll give this a go. So this is a little bit of light, tasty cheese, plus our concoction. I'll be honest, it's really not that bad. The good squeeze of garlic, plus the vinegar. I think the vinegar and the chili and whatnot really cuts through what was quite a dull taste, like a dull, insipid, really gelatinous, which is funny because there will definitely not be any gelatine in it, but gelatinous taste. Kind of like how, having a bit of like, vinegar or something in something that's really fatty can cut through it. Like, part of me feels like I should be missing the tuna in this. And I don't know, maybe I should have had I have many cans of tuna, so maybe I should have had one on the side as a direct comparison. But right now, it's tasty, there's chunks of something in there that has a taste that isn't the taste of everything else, so you get a bit of variety. You got the crunch of the bread. Oh, that's it. It's the crunch of the bread. Yeah, the crunch of the bread just adds the texture that wasn't there. Because tuna, it's got a texture. It's really hard to remake that texture in anything derived from vegetables. Vegetables have a texture, but it's not a meat texture. When you try to make a meat texture, you have to try and break everything down, reconstitute it in certain ways. It just never quite works. I think quorn, which I tried the other night, it tasted chicken seasoned, but it wasn't chicken. Closest I could think for a flavour that would be meat was crocodile, and it had a meaty texture, but the kind of meaty texture that you'd get in fish, because obviously they couldn't get the fibres, like the muscle fibery analogues to be too long, so it's like when you're eating a small whiting or something where you're not actually eating a muscle, you're eating tons of little muscles, so you get small amounts of that texture repeated instead of one big thing. So that was what I was thinking it tasted like, so it was still pretty tasty. Tuno is, I'd like to try a pre-flavoured one, but otherwise you need to add a lot of flavour and some other textural element to it to make it reminiscent of tuna. It's still a long way off. Extra content. Subscribe. Wait. Subscribe somewhere and extra content, 'cause I'm gonna put it on this side.